Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It's Athens and the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3 spot. Pass to Vezenkov. Off target from three-point range. Now Athens with it. There's Lucas. It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Fournier. Three-pointer connects from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
It's picked off. The offensive rebound. There's Lucas. And the 3 ball is good. He has 6.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
There's a screen. Pass to Fall. Fournier in the corner. There's the triple. Hands it from downtown.
Fournier saying, you sink one on us, I'm coming right back at you.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Started by Fournier. It's tipped. 5 to shoot. Here's Yurtsevin. To the wing on the left. Here's Osman. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Latrey drills the three-pointer.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Panathinaikos. Pass to Vezenkov. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Athens. He's guarded by Fournier. Athens moving the ball around. And it's off from three-point range. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Vezenkov. Beyond the arc. Yurtsevin with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Osman. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Fournier for 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Athens leading by 3. Fires the 3, and he gets it back. Here's Osman. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Pass to Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. Takes the 3. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, good with the triple. .58 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Vezenkov. Here's Fall. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Osman. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Osman. Launches it. Trains it from beyond the arc. Osman's got 6.
pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Fournier. The three ball. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A three at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Athens.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Tell you what, they have outworked the opposition and have capitalized on the putbacks. Bagging their own groceries tonight, boys.
Taking a look at Athens. None wide open. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Nunn's got the lead up to 10 now for Athens. Now Dorsey puts up a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, they've got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
Back to Brown. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Nunn passes to Brown. And here is Grant. 5 on the clock. This one for three. It's hauled in by Dorsey.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Gets it to go. That one good from Nunn.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And it's Evans missing. Athens leading by 8.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Nunn with it. He's got 6. Off target with the open look.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Peters. It's hauled in by Athens. Grant with the ball. Evans picks him up. Athens moving the ball around. Nunn can't get it to fall. Here's Dorsey. He's covered by Grant. Pass to Peters. Fires for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Here's Nunn. Sinks the triple. Nunn's got his third basket of the night.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Dorsey. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go. That one good from Nunn. And now an 11-point Athens lead.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
To the wing right side. 1:37 left in the first half. That one drops for him. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for Athens. Launches it. That shot off. Here's Dorsey. 5 points in the game. Latre. That one, no good. Athens leading by 9. Here's Nunn. Buries it from 3-point range. Nunn's got 15 points.
out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Defended by none. Evans against Grant. That 3 off the mark. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Nunn. Drills it from outside. Nunn's got the lead up to 12 now for Athens.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Ball stolen. Pass to Peters on the wing. Evans. Now Dorsey. It's intercepted. And so it's Athens enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
For your fan half-court shots, please direct your attention to center court. Drums, please.
Hello, everybody.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that. And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's dunk contest.
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time out there for someone to grab this spot.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Fall in its center, locking down the middle. Fournier's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And for Athens, we've got Yurtsevin, and it's Osman in at the 4. Got a piece of it. Out to the wing. Fires the 3. That's it. The Athens lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Panathinaikos.
And Fournier can do a little bit of everything out there, including passing the ball.
They set the pick. Takes the 3. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Vezenkov's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Athens on D. Fournier for 3. Fall.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
The putback is no good. He's guarded by Fournier. Osman. Athens with another miss.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Poked away. Over to the wing for 3. That one's good. Vezenkov. Vezenkov's got 6.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Slukas passes to Osman. There's the pick. Drives to the hoop. And that one is hammered home.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
There's Slukas. Traps in the tray. 9 points in the game so far.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
And it's Vezenkov missing.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Fournier, that's for 2. Offensive rebound. Here's Panathinaikos. Takes it off the glass. Panathinaikos got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Three-pointer. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Panathinaikos. Trains the three-pointer.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
1:39 left in the third quarter. Here's Lucas. Athens with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Vezenkov. He's got 6. Pass to Panathinaikos. They set the pick. 4 on the clock. Over to the left wing. And it's Vezenkov missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
To the paint. Outside Fournier. Pass to Vezenkov. Looking to get it going. And there it is for him. And now it's just a 4-point Athens lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They grab their own miss. Rich Saban. From past the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. 12 points for him.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Fournier in the corner. A 3-ball. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 10-point Athens lead.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Athens leads by 10. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And for Athens, Grant surveying the D. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Driving inside.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent.
Oh, where did that come from? It was beautiful. What a punch. They set the screen for the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Nunn's got 21 in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
The shot by Dorsey, no good. Athens leading by 8. Now, here's Nunn. No good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Stolen by Nunn. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Takes a three. Athens with another miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Up deep, Evans. It's hauled in by Athens. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Grant for three. They get it back. Pass to Nunn. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from deep. Good on the triple. Nunn's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Athens.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
The three. Another three for Athens.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Ball is turned off. Checking in for Athens. Checking Osman.
Now Dorsey, three-pointer. And it's Osman with the rebound. Osman's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets it go from deep. Here's Peters, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
A steal. Evans outside. Lets the three fly. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Lucas covered by Evans. Grant outside. They set the pick. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Grant's got his first basket of the night.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Peters misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Nunn kicks to Osman. Stripped it away. Evans outside. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Athens. There's Lucas. Hits the jumper in space. And Athens leads by 14.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
On defense, the home team. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And here's Nunn. Going inside. Shot clock at 5. So it's Athens winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead.
Welcome. We're ready to get the week off to a great start. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Hayes is out there with Nico Melli. Then it's Boban Marjanovic, and it's Baldwin in at the point. From downtown, Fournier with a rebound. Here's Vezinkov. Fournier goes in. Here's Papanikolaou. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Shot clock at 6. Baseline jumper. There's the block. Here's the break. Beyond the arc. Baldwin's shot is off. First quarter of play, a minute in. Has to fall. Here's Vezinkov from deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And here's Hayes. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Marjanovic passes to Melli. It's tipped.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Baldwin with a rebound.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Hayes with it. And finished off by Hayes.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
At the line for the away team.
Outside Fournier. Fires for 3. Knocks down the triple.
Now he's got the long-range motion going now. Fournier for 3.
To the wing, right side. Hayes for 3. Counted from distance. Hayes has got his second basket of the night.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Here's Fall. Outside Fournier.
Away team foul. Steve Barrage. First personal foul. First team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. To the paint. Here's Fall. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Vezinkov. Fall. Clanks the putback jam. Here's Baldwin. Fires the 3. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
And it's Fournier penetrating. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Fournier, that was all just straight line and coming at you.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Second team foul.
Here's Baldwin. Nails it from beyond the arc. Baldwin's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Fournier. He's got 5, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Here's Baldwin. 3-pointer. The rebound by Vezenkov. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. The kick out to Fournier. Hits the 3-pointer. Give him 8 points now.
Now the shortest 3 is the corner 3, and Fournier making short work of that one.
Here's Baberovic. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Fournier against Hayes. Let's go with a 3. Unable to get that one.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Knocks down the long J. There's 45 seconds left in the first. Here's Vezenkov. The 3-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Hayes for 3. No, sir. He's now 3 for 5 in this one.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Fournier for 3. Nails it from 3.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Here's Baldwin. 6 points for him. Takes it inside, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Here's Papanikolaou. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. They lead by a bucket, and we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Here's Peters. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
They get the rebound. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second-chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Pass to Birch. Here's Guduric. For 3. First shot won't go. Here's Evans. No made baskets yet. Drills it from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And he drains the quick shot. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Dorsey. Pass to Evans. Pulls it from the corner, and he gets the jumper to drop. Evans has got 5 now. There's the drive, and a two-handed jam.
and nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Here's Peters. Just 4 to shoot. There's a screen. Nice move. Rebounded by Birch. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Here's Evans. And he gets it back. Here's the three. With the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And the three off target. A minute 29 left in the half.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Launches it. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Pass to Dorsey. They set a pick. Inside. Picked it out of midair. And here comes the break. Here's Birch. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. It's a neck-and-neck game in Chicago. Here's Papanikolaou. And we've got 28 seconds left in the second. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Outside the arc. The shot comes out. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq, and now they're processing things even faster.
In a tight game like this, free throws could be the difference. It would help if they could get some freebies.
Is that how you saw it when they would foul? Thanks for tuning in.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Man, you got to like what we're seeing from Evan Fournier.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Knocks it down from distance.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from the arc.
Boban Marjanovic out there with Nico Melli. Then there's Hayes, and it's Beberovic in at the 2.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Hayes. 9 points in the game. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Evan Fournier has proven he's someone that you can put on the floor and expect results. So whatever the team needs, especially on the offensive end, he's ready to give his all.
We've got Boban Marjanovic. Hayes is out there with Nico Melli. And it's Baldwin in at the 1. Here's Vezenkov. And the layup falls. Vezenkov's got his second basket on the night.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Hayes. And he makes it.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Here's the pick. Pass to Vezenkov. For the tie. Buries it from 3. Vezenkov's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
Here's Beberovic. Fournier covering. He takes it in, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Hayes attacking, and finished off by Hayes.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Beberovic. Fournier covering. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go. Beberovic has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Papanikolaou. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Baldwin, the pass to Marjanovic. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And there's 1:45 left in the 3rd. Out left to the wing. Here's Vezenkov. On target from range. Vezenkov's got 10 points here in the second half.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him. Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
There's a screen to the inside. Pass to Melli. Here's Marjanovic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Taking 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Here's Peters. 4-3. It's hauled in by Beberovic.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. They grab their own miss. From behind the arc. Drains the triple. Baberovic has got 13 points in this quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Peters' shot is good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Baldwin. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Leading by 8. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. A prime example of that right there.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Out to the wing. Uses the glass on the layup.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Over to the wing. Here's Dorsey. Here's Peters. Takes the 3. Sinks the tray.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. On Saturday, and then on Saturday. And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Here's Vazinkov. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Launches it from deep. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. The shot won't fall.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
It's blocked, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Dorsey. A 3 off the inbound. Right wing. A deep 3. And that one's good. Vazinkov.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball. Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. They set the screen. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And Dorsey gets it to go. Dorsey's got his first bucket in this one.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Jacks up a 3. Baldwin's shot is good.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Here's Vazinkov. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the... That is what I'm talking about.
Wow. He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. From deep. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the away team.
1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Baberovic. Fires the three. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Here's Baldwin. And he goes in for the dunk.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Peters. No good. Had a chance to win the run there.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
46 seconds left in the fourth. Puts up a deep three. Shot is off. Shooting 9 for 15 in the game. Pass to Dorsey. The shot from 20 feet out. The shot by Vezenkov, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Drops in the three.
Three.
From deep three-point range. The visiting club takes the win on the road. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. You've got Hayes. Baldwin out there with Marjanovic. And it's Biberovic in at the 2-guard.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
He just powered that one down. One of the game's top dunkers. There's the 3. Another 3 for Athens.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Baldwin. Puts up a deep 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Misses the 3. Here's Hayes. And he's good on the 3-ball.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
There's Lucas. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Now Athens with it. It's a 3-point game. There's Lucas. Athens with another miss. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. A shot by Biberovic, no good. Pass to Osman. There's Lucas. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Biberovic. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Lucas passes to Osman. Over in the corner, Yurtsevin. Clock at 4. He tries for 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Marjanovic kicks to Baldwin. 1:52 left here in the first quarter.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Over in the corner, Yurtsevin. And the 3 off target. Baldwin the pass to Marjanovic. To the wing on the left. Shoots the three. Baldwin can't get it to go.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Tries to keep it alive. Jacks up a three. They get it again. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Just 5 to shoot. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark in 2 for 4. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Hayes. Marjanovic, a screen on Hernan Gomez. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And it's a completely new group for Athens.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
It's stolen by Brown. Here's Nunn. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Biberovic. Bangs home the trifecta. Biberovic has got his third bucket of the night. They swipe it. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Athens ahead, up 2, and we'll be back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Athens.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
To the inside. Here's Colson. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Brown kicks to Nunn. Back to Brown. From downtown. A rebound by Colson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Nunn. No good from outside.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Gutteridge. Releases. It's good. This game is all even. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for Athens. Grant for three. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Out to the right wing. Here's Gutteridge. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. From deep. Another three for Athens.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Nunn's gotten 3 of his 5 three-point attempts to fall. Puts up a deep three. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. And they're pushing it up from outside the arc. Kept alive. Grant outside. Covered by Birch. Just 5 on the clock. Grant the pass to Brown. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Brown's got the lead up to 9 now for Athens.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
To halt the run, that one good for 2. And here is Athens now. Grant outside. Pass to Nunn. Launches a 3. The rebound by Colson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Athens ball.
Athens leading by 7. Now, none. 9 points in the game so far. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Pass to Colson. From the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Colson.
Now just a 1-point Athens lead.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Brown kicks to none. Kicks it out to Grant. Just 4 to shoot. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Grant's got 6.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
None can't get it to fall.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Colson. Now, here's Birch. The 3. That shot off. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now a 7-point Athens lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now, here's Nunn. And here's Brown outside, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so that brings the first half to a close. Athens leads by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Attention test.
They've been a step slow to close out on shooters all night, and that's why they've given up so many threes. Come on, man, show some hustle.
And right now, thank you for being with us.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've got Yurtsevin and it's Lucas in at the point guard position.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. We've got Baldwin. He's out there with Marjanovic. And it's Biberovic in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Baldwin. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. There's Lucas. Off target with his 3. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. Here's Melly. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Nicolo Melli. 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. Here's Osman. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defenders.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
And here is Athens now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's Lucas. And it's off from 3-point range.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
A nice shot by Melli.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Hits it from three-point range. 8 points for him.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the away team, Baldwin.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
To the right side. Here's Osman. Here's Hernan Gomez. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Biberovic. They get the rebound. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Biberovic gets the three-pointer to fall. Biberovic has got 11.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Hernan Gomez finds Yurtsevin. They need this. Second chance shot, and he lays it up and in. Yurtsevin's got his first points of the night.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's Baldwin. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the 3 ball is good.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Biberovic. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Athens trails by 3. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Baldwin. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Baldwin's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's Osman, covered by Hayes. And here they come. Plays it up and banks it in. Hayes has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
A shot by Biberovic, no good. 35 seconds left in the third. Fires away from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Biberovic has got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, good looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Here's Osman, 10 points for him. There's a good screen. Beyond the arc. Here's Yurtsevin. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Oh, good on the triple. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Leading by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. the three. Offensive rebound. Out left to the wing. The three ball. Hands it from downtown.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
And for Athens, takes the three. Nunn can't get it to fall. Nunn's gone 4 of 12 shooting from the floor, only 33%. Birch with it, now defended by Grant. Here's Coulson, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Stolen by Nunn. Knocked away. Brown outside. Another three for Athens.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Brown's gone an outstanding 3 of 4 from three-point territory. Here's Gutterich. Lays it up off the glass. Gutterich has got 5 points now this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Nunn. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score. Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Grant. Unable to get that one. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer. And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Gutterich has got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Here's Nunn. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And they're running. It's hauled in by Athens. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Yurtsevin. Here's Osman. Athens with another miss.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
First team foul.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Baldwin. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Now they're going for the jugular. A few more trips like that, and we might be able to see this one in the books.
Nunn passes to Yurtsevin. There's Lucas. Up again. And it's Melly with the rebound. Melly's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Biberovic. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Hayes. Poke loose.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
2 shots.
And so Nunn nails both of them.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Into the lane, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Osman kicks to Yurtsevin. Here's Nunn. Athens with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Osman. Offline with his three. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Baldwin. Fires from way outside. Count it. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Sinks it from distance.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Pass to Vezenkov. Fires in the triple.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
There's a screen. Fournier for three. First shot won't go. On offense, here is Athens. It's a three-point game. Hernan Gomez, the pass to Osman. There's the triple. And again, it's Athens with a three.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Here's Vezenkov. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Papanikolaou. Releases. Here's Fall. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And there's the screen. Over to the left wing. Fournier against none. Pass to your 7. Here's Osman. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Fall.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. The shot by Vezenkov, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Osman, no good. Pass to Fournier from the arc. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Athens leading by 7. Your 7 a screen. Takes a 3. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
On offense, here is Athens. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, here's what the head coach for Athens told me earlier. Yeah, guys, coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Athens.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Hey, here's none for 3. Man, he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Here's Vezenkov. He buries it from 3. Vezenkov's got 8.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Now here's your 7. Your 7 a screen. Hernan Gomez. The pass to Osman. The 3. Fournier with a rebound.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Here's Vezenkov. From deep. The shot, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's 7, passes to Osman. He drops it from range. 9 points in the game.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
The steal. He gets it up. That one no good. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's Athens leading by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Athens.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
From deep. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
And for Athens, out to the right wing. On Friday, then on Tuesday. Athens leading by 5. Grant outside. He shoots. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. And for Athens, here's Dorsey. And he buries the open 3 to cap the break. Dorsey's got 6.
This quarter, they're doing some real damage from outside the arc. Trying to stay within striking distance here.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. They set the pick. Here's Peters. Here's Dorsey. He has 6. That evens the score. Dorsey's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And another miss by Athens. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pure from three-point range.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
They get it back. Outside for Grant. A shot to stop the run. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Here's Evans. He's covered by Grant. Plenty of space. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. No good. Here's Dorsey. He's got 11. Pass to Evans. Clock at 6. Here's Dorsey. And there's a pick. The 3. No good on that one. His first miss. He's 4 for 5 now. 1:56 left in the first half. To the left wing.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Grant from the arc. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Pass to Evans. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. The 3 is up. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Out to the wing. Not going to go that time.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And Dorsey gets it to go.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Beyond the arc. Connects from downtown.
Just 1 of 6 this quarter. Trying to shoot his way out of this funk.
Pass to Evans. Here's Peters. Still no points. 6 to shoot. Wide open. It's good.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line. If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. The shot, no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. They lead by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review...
You take a look at the visitors. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big...
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see... And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Pass to Vezenkov. They set a pick from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Vezenkov's got 3 of his 8 shots to go. Here's Osman. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And here is Fournier. Pass to Fall. Over to the wing. Here's Vezenkov. Shot clock at 6. Here's Papanikolaou. Nunn defends. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Athens. For the lead. And the three-pointer goes. Nunn's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
There's a screen. Fournier for 3. It's rebounded by Yurtseven.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Nunn with a bucket.
A dozen consecutive points off of 3s. This defense looks rattled.
Fournier for 3. Counted from distance. Fournier's got his first 3 points of the game.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their 3rd quarter drought.
Pass to Osman. No good from outside.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Fournier with the ball. Nunn defends. Outside Fournier. Here's Vezenkov. From downtown. Fall. The rebound by Osman. And so it's Athens with it. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Nails it from 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive 3s. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Vezenkov. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Kept alive. Back to Osman. From the arc. Fournier with a rebound.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
The shot by Vezenkov, no good.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Osman, no good.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
Pass to Fournier. And they're pushing it up. Jacks up a three. It's stolen away. Who poked away? In transition, here they come. He goes up. Here's Fall, and he jams it home with authority.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Fournier for three. Hits a three-pointer. Fournier's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you love the lead that Fournier has taken in this area. This guy a very dangerous shooter.
Shoots. And another miss by Athens.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
To the right side. Here's Papanikolaou. He's scoreless. He drops it from range.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
And another miss by Athens.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
Fournier with the bucket.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Knocks down the long J.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Here's Vezenkov. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Vezenkov's got 11 points.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks. Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Pass to Fournier. Here's Osman. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Oh, talk about
Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Leading by 4. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. There's a screen. Pass to Dorsey. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing on the left. Pulls it in from the elbow. Here's Peters. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Athens trails by 4. Now Brown. A deep 3. And no good. Knocked away. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. In transition. Pulls up for 3. Connects from downtown.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Count that one.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Pass to Dorsey. Here's Peters. Here's Dorsey. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
No good on the triple.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
They set the pick. Here's Evans. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Athens trails by 7. Looking to end this cold spell. And the layup is good.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. If you're just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Here's Dorsey. Here's Peters. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To take the lead. They get it again. To tie it up. And he hits the jumper.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Let's go with a 3. And he can't get that one.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Here's Dorsey. Yes! He nails it! Dorsey's got 20. Athens trails by 5. Outside none. Fires the 3. No good on the shot. The 3 ball. The shot by Dorsey, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And another miss by Athens.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Evans, that's good.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And I think the crowd is admiring the long-range duel.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution for the away team. Sasha Bazova. Evan Fournier.
Here's Dorsey. Nunn defends. Fournier for 3. The rebound by Osman.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And connects from downtown.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Peters. This one for 3. Oh, he buried the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Vezenkov in at the four-man position.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Baldwin. Here's Bibanovic. And it's Vezenkov with the rebound. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. We talked about tackling the quote-unquote Sabonis problem. The coach said, we want to challenge Sabonis as early and often as possible. We'd rather see him pass the ball than find his own shot, and especially inside. Well, they'll try to battle them out of center paint. We'll see how that works out. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. For the finish, and Hayes brings it down.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
Baldwin, the pass to Hayes. Here's the screen. No one near him. Jump shot is good that time. Hayes has got his second basket of the game.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
Baldwin And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Here's Baldwin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And that one is hammered home.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Panathinaikos, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Vezenkov. Fournier in the corner. And he banks in the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Baldwin the pass to Marjanovic. Launches a 3. A nice shot by Melli.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Vezenkov. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside Fournier. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Marjanovic. Here's Hayes. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Fournier. And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Baldwin. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's the triple. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. There's the screen. Pass to Vezenkov. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. Vezenkov's got 5 points so far.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Baldwin.
Away team foul. Sasha Vezenkov. First personal foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for 2. Baldwin.
Good on both. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fournier gets a wide open look. Connects from 3-point range. Fournier's got his second basket of the night. Baldwin looking for the opening. From the arc. Here's Marjanovic. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Up by 4. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Here's Gutteridge. Almost, but it rolls out.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
And it's Evans missing.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Shoots it up. Birch grabs the board.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance. When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And Dorsey kicks to Peters. There's the pick. Three-pointer. A putback. From past the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And he goes in for the dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole. That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Here's Gutterich. No good on the 3. Fires for 3. The rebound by Colson.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Driving to the basket.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Out to the right wing. Off target from three-point range. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Left block shot on the way, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. So it's the visitors now. It's a 10-point game. And he drives in. Missed inside. This one for 3. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Here's Evans. The rebound by Colson. Colson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? How with that emphatic slam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Evans' shot is good.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Covered by Evans. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. On Sunday, and then on Thursday.
And for that game against Athens, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. 2 of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
Driving in. Good on the shot. He has 6.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Here's Dorsey. Scoreless thus far. Evans outside. Pass to Peters. 5 to shoot. Here's Panathinaikos. Jams it in off the great move.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Covered by Evans. Pulls up. That shot misses. Pass to Peters. From deep. And no good. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. A three off the inbound, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've reached halftime in this one. Up by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey folks, first off, looking ahead to All-Star Weekend.
The three-point contest only grows in popularity. Hard to pick the favorite here. All these guys are knockdown shooters.
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the home team.
They're playing the way they're supposed.
And that concludes.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. They've got Marjanovic. He's out there with Baldwin. And it's Melly in at the 4 spot. Baldwin can't get it to go. Baldwin's gone 1 of 4 from the field. We've got Evan Fournier and it's Fall in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good.
Shooting for the away team. Evan Fournier.
And so Fournier nails both of them. Here's Baldwin. We've got Hayes. Marjanovic is out there with Baldwin. And it's Melly in at the power forward position. Baldwin can't get it to go. Baldwin's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. They've got Fall, and it's Fournier in at the 2. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fournier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
We've got Baldwin. Marjanovic is out there with Hayes. And it's Biberovic in at the 2-guard position.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Papa in at the 3 slot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Baldwin. He's got 9.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Lets a floater go. Shot by Papanikolaou. No good. Now here's Hayes. Jacks up a 3. That shot off the mark. Pass to Vezenkov. Puts up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Vezenkov's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Papanikolaou. There's a screen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Baldwin can't get it to go.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Here's Biberovic. Trains the three-pointer. Biberovic has got 7 now in this quarter.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Pass to Panathinaikos. Here's Vezenkov, covered by Hayes. 1:30 left in the third. Clock at 6. It's rebounded by Hayes. Here's Melly. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Second team foul.
.109 left to play in the third. Here's Baldwin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. And he knocks down the first one.
Baldwin. 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Dorsey. Nothing on the board. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. The shot's good from Evans.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to Biberovic. Drops one in from the wing. Biberovic has got 9 points here in the second half.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Here's Dorsey from beyond the arc and then some. Dorsey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Dorsey's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Baldwin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Baldwin's gone 3 of 9 shooting. And it's Evans in the corner. Here's Peters, and that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Now here's Evans. He's guarded closely. Pass to Peters. Back to Evans. And the dunk by Evans.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Good on the three-point shot.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Dorsey. Evans at the elbow. From deep three-point land, Birch grabs the board. With some arc, Evans with the rebound. Peters kicks to Dorsey. Fourth quarter of basketball, we're about a minute into it. And here's Evans outside. Evans can't get that one to fall. By Evans. Shot clock at 6. Power down with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Peters. His three-pointers off the mark. Peters has gone 1 of 5 from deep. Here's Colson. And he dunks it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Pass to Peters. It's tipped. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Now here's Evans. Here's Vazenkov. They can't stop the run with that one.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Fires the 3. Baldwin can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Nice shot by Evans.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That 3-point shot is his bread and butter. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And Dorsey kicks to Peters. Drains it from beyond the arc.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Dorsey in the post. Pass to Peters. From downtown. That shot no good. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. With the drive. Now Dorsey. Evans feeling it out a bit. Off target from outside.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Here's Bibanovic. It's good from long range.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And it's Evans missing. And here is Marjanovic. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point territory, Fournier pulls it down. Fires from way outside. The shot by Dorsey, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
From deep three-point territory, misses the shot. And so they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy.
Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoners slam right there, guys.
Now Hayes lets the three fly. No good. Pass to Osman. And here's Hernan Gomez. Takes the three. Gets the three to fall.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
The shot by Melly, no good. On offense, here is Athens. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
To the middle. Here's the three. Baldwin with a rebound. Hayes with it. There's the three. That shot off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, got that one up quick.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Here's Baberovic. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one. Pass to Osman. And stolen by Hayes. Here's Melly. Drains the triple.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. From deep three-point land, they grab their own miss. Here's Baldwin. Sinks the tray. Baldwin's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to Melly. And there's a minute 45 left in the first. From down in the low post, it goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Baberovic. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Osman. Takes a three. Pure from three-point range.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Here's Baldwin. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Give him 8.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Osman. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Hayes. They lead by 4. Hayes with a screen on yard 7. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here. Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
From behind the arc. Osman, no good. Here's Baldwin. 11 points in the game.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
The finesse on full display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Osman. And that's not gonna go. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Up 9. And back. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And for Athens.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
There's the triple. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. From deep three-point land. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Athens trails by 9. Now here's Nunn. Puts up a deep 3. Guduric with the rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
4-3. Doesn't go that time.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Left side, Nunn. No good on the 3. Now here's Birch. Defense right on it. And here they come. Lets it go from deep. And Nunn is good for 3. Nunn's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Guduric. Still without a bucket. Launches a 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Athens trails by 6. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. He can't get that one to fall.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
On offense, here is Athens. And they've been one of the more exciting teams in the league this year, besting most of their opponents by a healthy margin.
Yeah, not many close games for them this year. When they win big. That kind of dominance has made them feared by the rest of the league.
He's guarded by Birch. The 3 is up. None, no good.
He's been ice cold tonight. You know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
On Sunday, Then on Wednesday, Athens trails by 6. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Brown. Back to Nunn. Launches it. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
3 points.
Nunn's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
That one falls.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
There's the drive. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Count it. He has 7.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Puts up a 3. His 6th miss of the game. Just 2 for 8 now.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
They set the pick. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Nunn's got 9.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Brown for 3. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Birch. Going inside, and Birch slams it in.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Outside Nunn. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he nails the 3rd. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. 3rd quarter action in just a bit.
And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days? So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the home team. And that'll do it for
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Athens trails by 5. Nico Melli is out there with Hayes. Then it's Boban Marjanovic, and it's Baldwin in at the point. And for Athens, here's Liberovic. Sinks it from distance. Liberovic has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Knocks it down from distance. Osman's gone 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. Here's Baldwin. Pass to Hayes. Here's Baldwin. Driving inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Hernan Gomez with it. About a minute played here in the second half. And again, it's Athens with a three. Right now, a close game in Atlanta. Here's Baldwin. Off target from outside. Hernan Gomez on the wing. And here's your 7. He's defended by Hayes. 5 to shoot. It's not going to go for him.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
For 3. He buries it from 3.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Launches a 3. Baldwin with a rebound. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Lets it go. To the left side wing. Pass to Baberovic. Back to Hayes. Another shot. Baberovic can't get it to go.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Here's your 7. Sends it home from three-point land. Your 7's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Here's Baldwin. He's got 17. Here's Baberovic. Offensive rebound. Pass to Melli. Takes the 3. Hits the trifecta. Melli's got 8.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Down low. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Athens trails by 7. Osman on the wing. He's defended by Hayes. Osman with the bucket. 12 points for him.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
Let's go with a 3. Baldwin with a rebound. Baldwin's got 4 rebounds now.
He just can't find a consistent way to score. And this team could certainly use it.
Hayes has gone 1 for 4 from distance. Here's Osman. Off target with the 3. Here's Baldwin. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Hayes for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hayes has got 6 here in the quarter. Fires from way outside. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Up 9. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
And for Athens, banked it in off the glass.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Fires in the triple.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And for Athens, drills it from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Outside none. Three-pointer. And again, it's Athens with a 3.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with. Ooh.
Launches it from deep. No luck on that one.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Fires the 3. They get it back. Intercepted. From deep three-point land. That's a miss. Shooting 7 for 14 from the floor. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Shot from the top of the key. Rebounded by Birch. Birch has got his 4th rebound in this one. Shot clock at 6. Hey, expanding his range. It's hauled in by Athens. Outside none. The 3. Drops in the 3. Nunn's got 9 points now in the second half.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Sinks that one from the post.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
1:43 left in the fourth. And here's Brown for 3. Doesn't go for him.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Fires away from way outside. That one doesn't drop.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
None, no good. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
And so it's Athens with it. 8-point game. There's the 3. And he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time? .34 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
Fires from way outside. It's hauled in by Athens.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Out left to the wing. Fires away from way outside. And so the home crowd treated to a win. This one was in the balance right in.